atop the super lightweight division. Teofimo Lopez reigns as the WBO super lightweight world champion. Yet his journey is momentarily paused amidst a rift with Top Rank after a concerning potential bout with Subriel Matias. Meanwhile, Jack Catterall and Arnold Barboza Jr. are poised to clash in the WBO Title Eliminator, each vying to become the #1 contender. Jack Catterall first captured attention during his inaugural title challenge against the then undefeated and undisputed super lightweight world champion, Josh Taylor. Despite Taylor being the overwhelming favorite, the battle was so fiercely contested that many believe Catterall was unjustly denied victory. Feeling deprived of the undisputed titles, Catterall chose resilience over regret, embarking on a resurgence with a flawless 3-0 record against all former world champions. His journey included a win over Jorge Linares, a redemptive victory against Josh Taylor, and a masterful performance against Regis Prograis. In contrast, Arnold Barboza Jr.'s path has been marked by both promise and challenges. Rising from a promising prospect to a top 10 contender, his career faced scrutiny after a contentious decision against Sean McComb. However, he redeemed himself with a decisive victory over unified super lightweight world champion Jose Ramirez. This matchup between Catterall and Barboza Jr. is a meeting of two tactically astute and fundamentally sound boxers, and at the peak, they possess the potential to deliver an unexpected, thrilling contest, pushing each other to strategize, adapt, and impose their wills in the ring. As Catterall, 31, and Barboza, 33, prepare to face off, they stand ready to challenge and elevate one another in this pivotal encounter. Jack Catterall embodies the essence of a slick boxer, utilizing an unconventional and awkward style that can perplex opponents. As if facing a southpaw weren't challenging enough, with his unique hand positioning and foot angles, Catterall takes it a step further. He adopts a bladed stance with the lead hand low, granting him full visibility and facilitating his dynamic movement. Defensively, Catterall is a master of angles, often turning his body in half profile and tucking his chin behind his lead shoulder. This posture allows him to slip under punches by bending at the hips, making him a difficult target to hit cleanly. His punch output is deliberately low, as he prefers to make each strike count, only pulling the trigger when he identifies or creates an opening. This approach not only ensures precision, but also conserves his stamina, which is crucial for maintaining movement throughout the fight. Catterall's jab serves as a tool for control, holding opponents in place as he lines up his sneaky left hand. The left hand is the cornerstone of his offense, delivered from awkward angles that make it difficult to detect. By incorporating feints and dynamic movements, he adds an element of unpredictability, making it challenging for opponents to time his strikes. His left hand is a sniper, precise and pinpoint, and once he finds his range, he spins the fight diligently, maneuvering to set it up. Overall, Jack Catterall's style is a sophisticated blend of technical skill, strategic thinking, and fluid movement, making him a tricky and elusive opponent in the ring. Arnold Barboza Jr. exemplifies the qualities of a textbook boxer, combining skill and athleticism into a well-rounded fighting style. He maintains a tight guard with his lead hand positioned slightly lower than his rear, allowing for both protection and readiness. Barboza Jr. is versatile in his offensive approach, adept at engaging from a distance or mixing it up on the inside. He tailors his strategy to match his opponent's style and adapts as the fight progresses. His jab is a pivotal part of his arsenal, used to establish range, set up combinations, and control the fight's tempo. It's sharp and consistent, enabling him to press his opponents and break through their defenses with fluid combinations, targeting both head and body. While he may not have the fastest feet, Barboza excels in positioning, consistently staying just outside the pocket. His distance allows him to make calculated decisions and use subtle footwork to find better angles and maintain optimal range. Defensively, Barboza is disciplined and blends his defense well with his offense. He operates with a high work rate, maintaining steady energy throughout the fight. His conditioning supports sustained pressure and volume punching, wearing down opponents over time. With a strong understanding of the sweet science, Barboza makes smart decisions and demonstrates adaptability, making him a well-schooled and intelligent competitor in the ring. Catterall thrives when he has ample space in the ring, allowing him to snipe from the outside proficiently. To counter this, Barboza needs to minimize the space available to Catterall. Cutting off the ring against a quicker opponent is challenging, so Barboza should focus on targeting the body, then force Catterall into exchanges where he would throw more punches than he prefers. By drawing out Catterall's punches, Barboza can deplete his energy reserves, gradually slowing his movements as the fight progresses. Catterall's defense relies on rolling his shoulders and ducking under punches. Barboza should aim to trigger these defensive actions that follow up with combinations when Catterall is most vulnerable. Additionally, Catterall tends to clinch frequently on the inside. Barboza should step back to create space, enabling him to land punches while Catterall attempts to hold. Since Catterall's lead hand isn't his strongest asset, Barboza can take advantage of fighting for the outside, forcing Catterall to circle away and reach with his rear hand. By controlling Catterall's left hand, Barboza can adequately limit his offensive options. Barboza Jr.'s toughest challenge to date was against McComb, a fellow southpaw who utilized the Philly shell defense. McComb's style was similar to Catterall's, though he lacked the same movement and fought with a longer reach. Barboza struggled to penetrate this defense and found his way inside. With a more agile footwork, Catterall must employ lateral movement to prevent Barboza from taking away space and cutting off the ring. With open space, he could then use his in and out movements to find opportunities to slip in his left hand. The fight will be a contest of movement and speed, requiring the use of angles and the lead hand to set up the left, allowing control from a distance where the faster draw prevails. As Barboza becomes frustrated, he will begin to force his punches, which will play into Catterall's hands. Catterall could use the slick defense to draw Barboza in and counter effectively. Another significant factor is all of Barboza's fights with 10-rounders. This will be the first 12-round fight. Keeping up with Catterall's movement and maintaining his own will truly test his conditioning, especially during the championship rounds where it will matter most. The outcome of the fight will hinge on three crucial factors. Firstly, ring control will be pivotal. The question is whether Catterall can maintain a space and set the pace, or if Barboza can shrink the ring and restrict Catterall's movement. Secondly, endurance and adaptability will play a significant role. Barboza's stamina will be put to the test as he will likely take on the role of the aggressor, needing to sustain this for the full duration of the 12 rounds. With no experience beyond 10 rounds, the championship rounds will be critical. Meanwhile, Catterall's ability to stay defensively sharp will be essential. Lastly, the battle between punching volume and accuracy will be decisive. Catterall is known for his low output, so Barboza's high volume punching will be key in outworking the slick boxer. However, if Catterall can consistently land with high accuracy and pinpoint counters, he could capitalize on any openings Barboza provides. Stylistically, this fight might not appeal to everyone. Instead of a rocket socket fight with power punches being exchanged in a firefight, it will be more of a chess match between two highly skilled boxers. Although Barboza defeated Ramirez, Ramirez wasn't hard to find as he brought the fight to Barboza. Considering that Barboza seemed lost against McComb, whose style is quite similar to Catterall's, it suggests a challenging matchup. Catterall's movement is even trickier, adding to the complexity. Additionally, the fight taking place in Catterall's backyard in the UK means Barboza will likely need to win decisively, perhaps 9 rounds to 4, since any close rounds will likely favor the hometown hero. Jack Catterall by decision.